What's up, digital marketing agencies? On today's session, I want to talk about how to get your clients ranked on the Google map. And here on this channel, we talk a lot about how to land clients, deliver results, retain long-term, and scale. Today, I want to go deep on kind of like one of those delivery strategies that I believe can really move the needle and help you retain your clients at the highest level possible. So if that sounds good, you're really going to want to watch this video. When we think about strategies that actually generate results for our clients, I've talked in a previous video about this idea of the blended approach, right? You don't want to just do SEO, you don't want to just do pay-per-click, you don't want to just do Facebook ads, but when you've got a blended approach where you're doing multiple things, you can more consistently deliver a tangible, measurable result for your clients. And one of the strategies that we found when we look at our client base that almost always generates a long-term result, like tangible, measurable lead flow, is when we can get the client ranked on the Google map. And so I want to unpack some of the strategies that we found work best for our clients in our agency plumbing and HVAC SEO. So before I get there, I really talk about, do Google Maps really even matter? And I know that as an agency owner and as a client, you may be thinking like, is this still a thing, right? The search results have changed, right? Google's got the paid ads at the top and local service ads right above that. And the Google map listings have just shifted further and further down the screen. You might matter, like, does it even matter at this point? Well, what I can say is in our recent look at this, our statistics are saying like something like 44% of the clicks and calls go directly to the Google map listings, even though local service ads are there, even though paid search is in place. So yes, Google Maps absolutely still matter. I'll kind of show you some of the data from some of our clients that we work with. One of the clients we work with is Shamrock Plumbing. They're based in the Orlando market. You can see here if you type in Orlando plumber, they come up very prominently in the first couple of results. But what I want you to see, and we track this across our entire client base, is how much they spent, how many leads they generate, their average cost per lead. So you can see in this particular instance, it was $3,000 spend, and we had 405 leads directly from Google Maps. And so if we weren't focused on Google Maps, if we didn't have them in the organic Google Map listings, they'd be missing out on a lion's share of their lead flow. So that's one example. Another example is this company, Nixco Plumbing. They're based in Mason, Ohio. You can see if we type in Mason Plumber, they're here, number one in the Google Map listings. And I just want to show you $2,000 spend, 421 total leads, 183 directly from Google Maps, right? And if we fast forward, and this is kind of an illustration, you'll notice this is an older version of our reporting. Some of us were like, you know what? Does it matter today? Like 2023, is this still relevant? Are people still calling in on Google Maps? Well, what we found is over time, the amount of leads our clients are generating from Google Maps is actually on the rise. It's still increasing even as of today. And so here's them a couple months later, 196 leads directly from Google Maps. And then if we fast forward to the most recent, and this is just in the last couple of months, 352 leads directly from Google Maps. And this is directly from the map listings, and this is in current day. So I show these examples to kind of tell you two things. Number one, yes, Google Maps still matter. You want to have this as part of your organic strategy for your clients. Number two, we know how to get our clients ranked on the Google Maps. And I'll kind of show you some of the key things that we do that you can do in your agency to improve your consistency of getting your clients ranked. Here's another company that we work with in Fargo, North Dakota. You can see here, Fargo Plumber, number 2 spot on the Google map. They do HVAC as well. 835 calls directly from Google Maps. And if we fast forward, again, is it still relevant? Again, that's the old report. A couple months later, maybe a couple years later, here we're 1,408 leads per month, tracked phone calls directly from Google Maps. So bottom line, hopefully I don't have too many more of these examples, but I wanted to kind of hammer home the point. Here's Cardinal Plumbing and Heating, 420 leads directly from the Google map, right? And then if fast forwards to 762 leads directly from the Google map. So yes, let any question in your mind about in today's market, is Google Maps still relevant? The answer is absolutely yes, right? And so the question is, how do we position this to our client base so that it makes sense, so that they get the value? And then how do we do it, right? How do we actually get the results for the client? How do we actually get them ranked on the Google Map? So the way we like to explain it is we want the client to be able to dominate the results, right? We want them to show up as often as possible when people are looking for their service in their city. So for us, like if it's Orlando and the client is in plumbing, we want to make sure when someone types in Orlando plumber, Orlando plumbing, Orlando drain cleaning, not only are we showing up in the paid results, not only are we showing up on local service ads, not only are we showing up in the map, but we're also showing up organically, and maybe we're even showing up in one of the directory listings. If you come to the client and explain, look, our strategy is to help you saturate the first page so that you can get as many clicks, as many calls, as many leads as possible, that's how we win the day, right? So that's the way we want to position this to the client base. And I've gone through all the trainings on how to get ranked on the Google Map. All of them. Like, and you name one of them, I've been through it. I've studied it. We've personally managed Google Maps for hundreds of plumbing and HVAC companies in some of the most competitive markets in the country. And really, there's 4 key things that we found you have to focus on in order to get your clients ranked on the Google Map. Number 1 is you have to claim and optimize the Google profile listing, or the Google profile, and this has changed from GMB to Google Map listing. You claim that and you optimize it with the right company name, right name, address, phone number, right category selected. I'm sure this could turn into an hour-and-a-half long thing. I want to hit the key things you want to focus on. So gain access to the Google Business Profile. From there, you want to have lots of citations, references to their company's name, address, and phone number, right? You want to make sure that they're listed in all of the online directories with consistency of their name, address, and phone number. Number 3 is you have to have reviews for that client. Like, at the end of the day, all other things being equal, if the client has more reviews than the competition, they're more likely to rank in the map in the city that you're trying to rank them for. So you want to make sure you're leveraging automation to follow up after every service call, to follow up after every job, to follow up after every new client, to say, thanks so much for your business. Would you be willing to write us a review? Right? And there's lots of great review automation tools, whether you do that with High Level or you do it with one of the other platforms that are available in the industry. You want to make sure you're doing that. And you should have a strategy as part of your quick wins process for the client to reactivate their past reviews. So grab a database of all of their customers that they've done business with over the last year and send them a check-in. Hey, we're looking to build our authority on Google Maps, or we're looking to build up our reviews. Can you take a minute to write us a review, right? If you come out of the gates with that, they're going to get more reviews. That's going to help with their conversion. It's also going to bump them up in the organic search. You want to have that part of your launch process for your clients. Now, the 4th key pillar is you have to have good on-page optimization, right? Proper optimization of the title tag, the H1 tag, the content on the site, pages for each of the cities, pages for each of the services, all of those specific things in place. Really, also, you want to pay attention to the data aggregators. So, like, if you're manually claiming, let's just say Google and Yahoo and Bing and Angie and all of the main ones, and maybe you use a tool like Yext to push them down to the top 50 online directory sites, the next thing you want to look at is your data aggregators to make sure that you're kind of getting those tier 2 and tier 3 directory listings, but then you're also having a consistent loop of the right name, address, phone number listed. I'll kind of walk you through what our protocol is today and kind of how we manage this for clients, but don't sleep on the data aggregators. As we added this to our strategy, it did absolutely improve our consistency of getting clients ranked in the Google Map. Tools for citations in terms of building up those citation references across the web. I'm a big fan of BrightLocal. So we use BrightLocal to run the GMB audit right at the beginning. We will manually claim their Google My Business listing. We will add them to Yext so that we can push them out to the main directories. And then we will add them on BrightLocal to do what we call a citation blast, where we can find niche-specific directories and have them updated and added to those profiles. But other tools that we're fans of, that we've heard really good things about, would be WhiteSpark, Advice Local, Moz Local, and again, Yext is a great platform for this. But at the end of the day, like when it comes to getting ranked on the Google map, it's a holistic approach, right? So your content, it's your on-page optimization, it's your Google My Business or Google profile optimization, and then it's your SEO strategy. And so this would be a topic for another day. We could talk about what you do on page, what you do with the Google My Business listing, how you build the content strategy and syndicate the content. One thing we do very consistently, I'm a big fan of, is Signal Genesis, where instead of just creating a blog post, we're able to create content that gets pushed through news sites with GMB embeds that passes signals that's going to improve the ranking for the client on Google Maps. So I could go a lot deeper on this topic. If you want more insights on how to get your clients ranked better and more consistently on the Google Map, what I would suggest is type Google Map information into the comments and I'll send you some more specific details and some checklists that you can sink your teeth into. Hopefully you got some good ideas. If there's like things you're doing with Google Map optimization that is working really well, post that in the comments. If you've got follow-up questions on how to get your clients ranked better on the Google Maps, post that in the comments and I'll do my best to answer those questions for you, maybe in the comments or maybe on a follow-up video. And if you got value from this, please press the like button, please press the subscribe button, share this out. We're all about helping you land more clients, deliver better results to those clients, retain long-term, and scale your agency and your team and your processes so you don't have to do it all yourself. I've got a great training I'd like to give you. If you go to sevenfigureagency.com/roadmap, this is our 7-figure agency roadmap implementation training. It walks you through the 7-figure agency model and really some of the key things you need to do to build your program package so you can deliver great results and to grow your agency. So if that sounds good, go to sevenfigureagency.com/roadmap, check it out, and hit the like button, type something in the comments, and I'll see you on another session real soon.